Happy weekend, everyone. I'm Roy from Financial Intake, and in today's video, we'll wrap up the week we've had and prepare for a brand new trading week. We'll review the various market indices, touch on NVIDIA, and finish with an exciting setup with a potential 60% upside in the coming weeks. If you're looking for valuable financial insights to help you grow as an investor, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Another solid week for the Russell 2000, up 4.5%. The equal-weighted S&P 500 RSP is up 2.5%, indicating that the Magnificent Seven is not solely driving the market gains. We can see steady growth as we gradually increase our capital. The only concern is that these gains occur on relatively low volume, which is something to watch. If we look at the different sectors, we can see that this week's leading sectors are utilities and materials, while the healthcare sector has been relatively weaker than the others. In the crypto space, we're seeing impressive gains in Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's no doubt that the halving event from about 6 months ago is starting to show results that are becoming evident now, exactly as expected. When we look at the materials sector, we see significant gains, with natural gas up a strong 11%, followed by oil with a 6% increase, and gold and silver also ending the week positively. Individuals and institutions are trying to close gaps as we approach the year's end. Many investors have been parked in money market funds for the second year, earning around 5%, while those who invested in the S&P 500 have gained over 26%. We're likely to see them chasing returns to spark a year-end rally. Let's take a look at the Magnificent Seven. Overall, it's been another week for them, except for Tesla, which stands proudly at the top with a 10% gain this week. On the other hand, Google is facing significant weakness following news that the court may require Chrome to be separated from Google. NVIDIA reported its earnings this week, and while the stock didn't move significantly, the results were outstanding, surpassing all expectations. Snow delivered powerful results with its stock soaring over 35%. On the other hand, Target reported disappointing earnings, resulting in a sharp decline of more than 30%. Walmart reported stellar results, raising its guidance, and Gap followed suit with strong earnings and an upward revision of its forecast. Despite Target's struggles, the retail sector appears to be in good shape, and all the talk of a consumer recession in the US seems to be, at the very least, an exaggeration. This was undoubtedly NVIDIA's week, a company experiencing phenomenal year-over-year growth. I can't recall another major corporation growing at NVIDIA's pace. To put it into perspective, NVIDIA's year-over-year growth is an incredible 94%. Ask yourself, has your salary gone up by 94% this year? It's astonishing. What makes this even more significant is that we're not talking about a small company. This giant generates billions in revenue. In the last quarter alone, NVIDIA reported sales of $35 billion. While the stock hasn't risen much recently, I believe any correction in NVIDIA is a dip worth buying for the long term. This week also saw heightened geopolitical tensions as Putin threatened to launch ballistic missiles on Kyiv with massive destructive potential. The escalating conflict, fueled by the upcoming administration change in the US, is a grim reminder of the fragile global landscape. This situation is deeply concerning and is a constant warning sign hovering over the financial markets, urging investors to remain cautious and vigilant. Gary Gensler has announced his resignation from the SEC. While he stood as a significant barrier against many initiatives in the crypto market, leading to mixed reactions, crypto investors are largely celebrating his departure. Gensler indeed blocked a lot of progress, but as equity market investors, we should acknowledge his positive role in preventing the proliferation of scammy, fly-by-night tokens that anyone could launch from their basement. For that, we owe him some thanks. That said, he took things too far, and his resignation is now fueling optimism and driving gains in the crypto market. Amazon has announced a $4 billion investment in Anthropic, signaling a significant strategic focus. Major companies seem to be leaning towards Anthropic over OpenAI, highlighting a shift in priorities within the AI industry. This move not only underscores the growing competition in the AI space, but also positions Anthropic as a critical player in the race for innovation. Affirm and Priceline have partnered to offer a new way for travelers to book international flights. This collaboration allows customers to purchase and pay for tickets over time with flexible installment plans. It's a game-changing move that makes traveling abroad more accessible, enabling people to manage costs without compromising their travel dreams. This is the main reason Tesla's stock surged this week. The future Trump administration announced plans to ease federal bureaucracy around autonomous driving, centralizing regulations at the federal level rather than leaving them to individual states. Standing alongside Trump, Elon Musk appears to be supporting efforts to bring returns on his investment in backing Trump during the elections. MicroStrategy has raised an additional $3 billion, fueling the ongoing frenzy around its stock, MSTR. This massive fundraising effort underscores the company's aggressive stance in the market, particularly in the Bitcoin and crypto space, which continues to captivate investor attention. SMCI submitted documents to Nasdaq this week, outlining its plan to resolve its registration issues. In response, the stock skyrocketed by 75% this week, reflecting strong investor confidence in the company's ability to overcome these challenges and move forward. Here are the key earnings reports to watch next week: Macy's, Abercrombie & Fitch, and CrowdStrike. Make sure to stay tuned, as detailed breakdowns of these reports will be featured right here on the channel. Don't forget to follow for all the latest updates. And as promised, here's a setup with the potential for up to 60% gains in the coming weeks. We're looking at Cloudflare, ticker NET, a company currently in strong momentum and forming a particularly intriguing chart pattern. As shown in the analysis I've prepared, the stock displays a classic cup and handle structure. The stock broke out above its pivot point of 103.70s on Friday. The current price target is 169.35, offering a significant upside. For risk management, the stop loss is placed right at the breakout point. Keep an eye on this one. It's a setup worth watching. To wrap things up, let's prepare for the week ahead by looking at the S&P 500 chart. We're seeing a slight drop in volume, but nothing significant enough to cause concern. Overall, we have a buyer's candle and an inside candle weekly, which sets a stable tone heading into Thanksgiving week. While we're still a bit distant from the 50-day moving average, and a correction may be on the horizon, the market remains uptrend. That's it for this week. I wish us all another green and prosperous week ahead. Invest wisely, considering all the data and updates shared in this video. If you find any value in this content, please like it and subscribe to the channel to grow as more intelligent, informed investors. See you in the next video. Bye.